Hello, spooky followers. My name's Indigo Grimm, here with a brand new spooky villain music review. And this one's gonna be a brand new because I'm gonna be talking about a old series that I loved when I was a young pup, and I still love today. Even though they actually have the fourth generation version of it, but it doesn't seem it's good, but not my taste from the original content of the first generation. You're probably wondering what I'm talking about. Probably. Well, I'm here to talk about the one and only doll line from my childhood called Monster High. This series is actually one of my favorites that I watched when I was a young pup, and I still love it today. The first generation. Now, I know that the first gen actually had multiple reruns, and Generation 4 just came out. And, uh, in my own opinion, I don't exactly like the fourth generation. Hear, hear me out before you go after me. I know saying that a lot is a big step for me to say that I don't exactly like this fourth generation. Just hear me out here. The reason why I don't exactly like this one is because mm, the characters. For example, Claudine character is very unique. Each one of them are very unique, but it's always stems from the original outline of the Monster High line. I mean, seriously, from Claudine all the way down to Laguna, each one of them has a unique personality that I love when I first saw the first generation. And they didn't do that in the fourth generation of it. Seriously. Now, in my own opinion, I do like some of the new designs of the characters. It's just that I don't like their personalities. For example, uh, from Frankenstein all the way Frankie all the way down to Deuce. Each one of them has a unique personality that does not work with me, unlike the Monster High in the first generation. That's the problem that I'm having now. My gosh. Just thinking about it gave me a headache. Just thinking about it. But that's just my opinion about the fourth generation and the first generation. Similar to Mal in the fourth generation My Little Pony and and the fifth and the fifth generation to the fourth generation. Man, I cannot talk today. Like my whole entire lower jaw don't want to speak. Ugh. So yeah, that's just my opinion about the fourth generation, unlike the predecessor, the first generation, Monster High. But enough about that. I'm here to talk about one of the movies from the first generation Monster High. And trust me, I have all of them in my collection for nostalgia reasons. Also, go ahead, call me a child. I don't care. These movies, and a Monster High is still a good season, okay? So you could go fuck off, okay? But enough about that. The movie I'm here to talk about from the Monster High line is called Boo Boo York, the monster musical. This movie is actually good and also the greatest movie that I seen when I was a young pup. I still have it today. But there's a reason why I'm doing Boo York is because there is a villain song for this. And just say these villains are pretty devious and manipulative and all the way down. The name of the song is well, called Empire by the two nefarious villains, Nephra and Cleo's dad. Again, I don't remember the dad's name. I know Nephra is actually Cleo's sister, who's more, well, she says, prettier, more successful, and all the way down. And also completely in case of her role being a pharaoh's daughter. Well, their plan for Bujork is actually pretty simple. Take over, take over. In my own opinion, that is kinda not exactly a unique plan. I mean, I've seen multiple villains that done the same thing. Want to take over the world, want to take over the world, take over the world, blah, blah, blah. I mean, my gosh. There's too many of them. But in this case, the reason why they want to take over Bujork is because a comment that the pharaohs say that two pharaohs, daughter and son, will be reunited, basically. But basically, by that point, they will be engaged to wed. Not exactly a good combination. So, their plan is to take over by using their literally their only sister. Okay? Chloe the people. Chloe. Denial. Which, by the way, in the movie, she had a horrible breakup. And I will be discussing that in the next Love Month, since this was very tragic for Clea. I mean, look at her. She looks so defeated. So yeah, not exactly a good way. But don't worry, she was fine in the end of the video. I'll explain that. But enough about that. I'm here to review Empire and see their evil plan unfold. So let's see how this does. Like usual, I already got the video already up and running. So let's begin. In 3, 2, 1.
Cleo, a real ghoul of the people. She could be a great ruler with our guidance.
Here's their plan.
Name in the lights, living royal. Take a look at these beautiful diamonds.
And they're shining, and we're climbing to the top of this kingdom. Nobody can stop us.
If having everything that I want is wrong, I don't wanna be right.
Sitting right on my throne in control, this is some kind of lie.
Empire,
Reign over everything, take over everything.
empire,
That's it? It's always cut down on the wrong spot. Oh well. Oh well. Okay. One, the song was pretty good, and their plan almost succeeded. I said almost. Like I said, in New York, anything is possible. And I mean anything. But also, they literally tried to use Cleo to take over the empire of New York, which, by the way, that is kind of pretty unique for a villain, after all. Cleo is actually the younger sister of Nephra, and she also had to get approval for her father, which, by the way, using their own daughter for a game definitely for arranged marriage definitely sound like a mummy in in old times. Hear hear me out before you go after me. Here, let me explain. Mummies are basically royalty. That means each mummy in Monster High are basically, in fact, royalty. That means they have to tell their subject what they are, what they need, and all the way down. That's what mummies are. So, arranged marriage by a common to be successful would be a perfect. Even though, in my opinion, I think Netflix should do it, but nope. They want to use their only second sister for it, and that would be Cleo. Which, by the way, it did kind of worked since what happened to Cleo with her boyfriend. Well, should I say ex-boyfriend Deuce happened in the movie. So, it almost worked. But the good thing is, the ghoul girls, the ghouls, and interference saved the day. And now Cleo could still be free from the comet. Also, don't worry, Deuce and Cleo are back together in the end of the movie. How sweet, these two lovebirds, or should I say, two love snakes, will never die. But for the song itself, it was actually pretty amazing. The beat and all the way down. And also their selfishness says it all. They're just there to gain another empire, one more empire to rule and reign. And trust me, New York is a pretty big city full of monsters. And with two mummy families ruling it together would be a very powerful gain, but also very dangerous too, in my own opinion. So, in my opinion, that's why it's still a villain song in my own eyes. Well, should I say hollow eyes? So, for that, I'll at least give this song at least a 10 out of 10 and a whopping 75 black hearts for this one. That's how good it is. But I better get going. I got another spooky villain song to review. So until then, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay spooky, my friends.